As we close the books on 2020, we're focusing in on one giant trend for 2021, and we feel like you should be paying close attention to it as well. In this week's video, we'll cover the historic returns from 2020, as well as go over the devaluing of the US dollar and currencies around the world and how it could affect your portfolio. And then we'll wrap it up with an important election update. Let's get started. Last week, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones closed in at all-time highs to end the week. But the NASDAQ was the best performing index of 2020, up over 43%. And the Russell staged a big comeback the last couple months of the year to be up over 18% year to date. Now let's move over to foreign and emerging. Foreign was actually the worst performing index that we track in 2020. But there is one country that we're paying close attention to for 2021, and that is Japan. Now, out of emerging markets, they actually staged a comeback that's relatively close to what the Russell did and has ended the year up over 15%. So let's move on to the biggest trend that we're focusing in on for the new year, and that is the devaluing of the US dollar and also global currencies around the world. Now, focusing in on the United States, the US dollar is approaching 2018 lows. Now, you may be wondering, why is the US dollar being devalued? And the answer is pretty simple. The Federal Reserve and the US government continue to print trillions upon trillions of dollars, and pumping that into the system is devaluing the currency. Now, let's take our focus globally, as Goldman Sachs Investment Research released data on the central bank's balance sheets for the 10 largest countries in the world. And if we go back to 2008, the total balance sheets for the 10 largest countries in the world was only $10 trillion. Now, if we look at the end of 2020, that has exploded to $50 trillion. So as this money continues to enter the system, there are some asset classes that tend to benefit more than others. And that is commodities, precious metals, and Bitcoin, which was the #1 performing asset class in 2020. Real assets tend to perform better because they're just that. They're actually real things that you can purchase. So as more money enters the system, that value goes up. Now, you may not think Bitcoin is a real asset, but traders and investors would argue. Because there's only a set amount of Bitcoin created and no more can enter into the system. This week is going to be a huge week for politics here in the US, as on Tuesday the 5th we have the Georgia Senate runoff, and the 6th we have the House vote to see which electors are going to be accepted. Now, already 140 members of the House said that they're going to be challenging the electors from 7 different states. Now, whenever they challenge the electors, that will prompt a 2-hour debate per state on both the House and the Senate floor to see which electors are going to be accepted. Also, we have 12 senators that have put forth the idea that they are going to be proposing a 10-day audit of all of the votes throughout the United States. So this process that is usually done on January the 6th could be getting pushed closer to the inauguration date of January the 20th. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. See you next week.